Hello everyone, so for today I will be reviewing the Transformers Encore Big Convoy Matrix Buster version. So before I get down to the figure, we're going to look at the packaging. So he comes in this big brown box, and you get the box for Big Convoy inside this box, and this box is inside the shipping box for whenever you buy this from, so a lot of protection. It just has some writing and that, and same thing on the back. Alright, so, let me get this out of here. Alright, and now to look at the box that he comes in. And, that looks awesome. So, it shows Big Convoy with the Navi figure on the back, with the Matrix Buster. And on the back, you get a picture of him holding the Matrix Buster, front view, back view, mammoth mode, robot mode, and the Navi figure. Alright, and once you open him, he comes in this nice bubble tray where all the leg parts, Navi, the Matrix Buster, the let me think of what that is. Oh, these aren't anything. The missiles go in here, and then Big Convoy. So, whenever you open them, you take everything out, and then if you look at the instructions for the Navi figure, and just a second, gotta get everything put back up in here. If you look in the packet that the instructions comes in, you will see for the Navi figure, you get this little sheet of stickers. I've already put on one. It was like an upside-down version of this one, so if you take out Navi, here she is, and I took out the sticker so it looks like she's talking like she did in the show. Now, I may change it to this one, but I think right now this one's fine. Or, if you want, these are all individual. These right here, this whole yellow sheet, is individual yellow squares that you can pick out and make your own combinations if you want. I'm not doing that because they are super small, so if I do use anything else, it will be one of these two stickers. So with that aside, let's look at the instruction booklet. And this is the figure that was released for Beast Wars Neo, just in a little bit different of a paint scheme and more accessories. But he's good. So I think this may be the Masterpiece figure. Like how they made a lot of conflict. I don't know if they'll make one of this guy. But if they do, I don't see how they're going to top what they've already made. So anyway, just shows you all the features, how to put on Navi stickers, how to put on the new accessories, and how for him to hold the Matrix Buster. So, that aside, we would just put this back. And this is my first Beast Wars Neo figure, because this is just a repaint of the Beast Wars Neo Big Convoy. And since it's the Encore Matrix Buster edition, I wanted to get this one because of the more accessories. And instead of getting the just regular Encore that was released last year. And also, if you looked on my Instagram account, I won the hashtag TFTogether contest, won $50, and I put $50 with that to buy this guy. So this is the prize that was bought with the TFTogether cash prize. So, I have to say he's worth it. Alright, so, now we can get on to the figure. Alright, and just bringing Big Convoy in his awesome mammoth mode. So, Big Convoy turns into a woolly mammoth. And he's like another Lao Convoy, except that he turns into a mammoth and he's big. I mean, like, Big Convoy, so, yeah. Anyway, now I have all the additional accessories over here. So, what I have right now is the original Beast Wars Neo figure. without the added accessories of the Matrix Buster version of the toy, which is this one, but it's the exact same. So, anyway, oh yeah, and the Matrix has been remolded to fit in here, and it has a few other things. So, here he is. He's got all this nice fur detail, and this is molded, not painted, so you can feel it. You can feel all the fur when you rub over him. You can feel all the fur. One thing I would have liked is, instead of having it toy accurate, I wish they had made the white eye with the pupil in it like he had in the show. I just would have made it so much more better. But it doesn't really bother me. I could paint it if I wanted to, but I'm not. So anyway, underneath, he is a shell former, but not the kind that just looks really bad. This one has a very, 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 very cool transformation. So, articulation, his tail can go up and down. Nothing at the legs. And, that's it. He's a brick. Now, that was it for articulation. That wasn't an action feature. Now going into the action features, if you press this button on the top of his head, you take it and you slide it back. Movable trunk. I think that is awesome. And the trunk is a rubber piece. This is all rubber, and so are the tusks. Now, if you saw right here, if you take the ears and you push them back, and they do move individually. I think this is so cool. Oh yeah, and for articulation, his ears can flap. So he's got tusk, trunk, ear, and tail articulation, and that's it. So, awesome figure. Now, before we get into robot mode, it is time to go into the battle mode. So what you do, lift up the tail, bring this up. It's tabbed in right here and here on the other side, so just bring it up, and, oh god, that's a bad place to put a missile launcher. Anyway, come up here. This is tabbed in right here, and you want to just take your finger and split it. Find the best way to split it. Bring these panels up. Oh yeah, and I just got this figure in the mail today, so I'm bringing it to you as soon as I got it. Alright, bring him out like this. Then you want to come over here, split the head. Oh, also, if you look underneath here, he has a mouth. Let me lift up the trunk. He has a mouth with teeth. So here's his mouth and there's his teeth. And on some review of this figure, it wasn't painted, but on mine it's painted, so I don't know if I just got lucky. If not, then you'll be able to enjoy a mouth on the elephant. Mammoth. Alright, pull the ears to split the head. They just tab in. Then you want to bring this up all the way. It's on this hinge. And you want to bring this section up, which is the gun. You want to bring this up and just rotate it around. Sit it back down where the trunk becomes a tail. Fold this piece down. You may want to bring this up, fold it down, then push it back down. And then you can just bring these out any which way you want. Well, actually, let me look here in the instructions really quick. Hang on just a second. Alright, give me just a second. Okay, I was doing it right. Please forgive me. This is only my second time transforming the figure. So you just want to bring them out like this, and bring that back. And there you have his attack mode with 2 missiles. You can't shoot the missiles in this mode unless you do something really weird and it doesn't look good, but I will show how to launch the missiles in the robot mode. And yes, I am going to fire the missiles, because it's cool. Anyway, oh yeah, that was just for the head. You want to grab these panels, and, oh god. Well, don't do that. That was my fault. that needs to... That's for transformation into robot mode. That has nothing to do with this. Anyway, just... I'll pull it out. And be wary, do not press these whenever you have the missiles in, and these are not pulled out, because you will have such a hard time unclipping everything. Alright, so you just want to pull them out, and then you want to bring them down, and down. And there you have the attack mammoth mode. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 missiles. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate how to fire these missiles. Not these, the ones on the legs. Make sure they are pulled out all the way. They do have a point where they click, I think. Again, bear with me. This is my second time only transforming the figure. So I did watch reviews before I got it. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, my God. Those are really easy to shoot out. Alright, you want to pull it, and it will clip into place. Alright, now you can bring these down. Okay. Now. Oh, my gosh. These missiles are so easy to fire. I'd rather them be like that than be stuck. Alright, so you just want to take it and press. And they shoot. And here you go. They're kind of like axes. I wonder if you can hold these in robot mode. I'll test that out and see if that works. And some people were saying that these look like the ones that came with Beast Wars Megatron. They do. I don't know if they are, because I don't have that figure. But anyway. Alright. And since you have to do all these steps for the transformation anyway, I'm not going to put him back in regular mammoth mode, because you would have to do these steps to transform him anyway. So what I'm going to do is remove both missiles, because it makes it so much easier to transform. You can do it with them on it, but it makes my life a whole lot easier. Alright, you want to bring this up all the way, fold this up, rotate this around, split the head, fold the ears forward to get them out of your way for clearance. And then you want to come down here, and the legs will just tab in. There is a tab, goes into the slot. Same thing on the other side. Let me drop these lights so you can see better. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some more lights because it's really hard to see. Alright, that's better. Alright, so now continuing on. As you can see there's the tab. There's a slot. That's a whole lot better to see. Okay, then you just want to bring the legs down on that, and then bring it down like that. Same thing here. Bring it down here. Bring it down here. And then you want to bring these all the way up. They're on ball joints, so you want to get them turned around to his waist. Yeah. Oh God, these tusks are so tall that they hit my light, and my light's not up there very good. Please forgive me. Come on, light, go back in. Okay. You want to... Well, I'm just going to do this. You are supposed to take this off because this forms a weapon and makes the transformation a lot easier. So it just, there's a little clip that'll go onto this. So you can just take that off, set that to the side. That's going to make my life a whole lot better and easier to do. Alright, rotate at the waist. That's for later. You don't come off yet. Okay. Rotate at the waist. Alright, then you want to bring this section up, push it back, and this right here will line up in here, and then there's a little clip, so you want to bring this down until it clips, and then in the very back there is this clip that you just want to push until it clips in. Do the same thing on the other side. Here's another view. Clip. And sometimes it'll do it itself. Alright, then you want to bring down the feet, unfold them. They're on two different ball joints. So that's on a ball joint, the heel is, and that. Same thing for this side. And we're almost done. You want to rotate the legs up. And they're supposed to sit like this in robot mode. Oh, and also there is a hinge right here. It doesn't really do anything. I found at least. It may. No. Okay. Once you have all that straightened up, you can kind of spread his legs a little bit. Stand him up. Alright, you want to come to the back. And his hands, you just want to pull them out and they peg in. Do the same on the other side. Let me angle up a bit. Okay, and you just want to bring the mammoth head out like this. Oh boy. Time to adjust again. We gotta get tall, because he's getting tall. That's better. I love my new tripod. Alright, then you just want to bring his arms up. And this piece has a little indent in it that you want to bring out. Push it back, around, rotate his arm, push down his hand. You want to bring this up, same way, on the other side. And also, Beast Wars the Second and Beast Wars Neo, where this guy is from, is on YouTube. They're all the episodes. I've already watched all of Beast Wars the Second, and I'm on Beast Wars Neo. You want to make sure you watch Beast Wars the Second first. Oh god, something crossed my foot. Jump me. Alright. I think it was a bug or something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh god. Yeah, but they're on YouTube, so go watch them. They're really good shows. And they do have English translations. I mean, English subtitles, so you'll be able to understand what they're saying. Alright, next you want to grab them like this. Push them down. I accidentally kicked my desk. You want to fold down these. And you want to fold these down. And fold the ears back. And let me get him standing up right here a little bit. And there you go. There is Big Convoy in his robot mode. And I can't get him all in frame because he's so big. Because he's Big Convoy. Anyway. Now, I do have a bit of a hard time getting mine to stand with how the heels work on ball joints. I kind of wish it was one solid piece for the foot and just fold it up a certain way. But it's not that bad whenever you get them to stand up properly. You can also do that or this. This is to do this. So, here is Big Convoy in his robot mode. And I cannot get this ear to sit the right way. There we go. Okay. So, there he is. Now, for this piece, you're supposed to bring it down, leave this where it is, and what I like to do is take this piece and rotate it like that, do the same on this, and just fold it over itself until they line up. And they kind of clip together too, so like that, kind of looks symmetrical, and fold that back. And then use that same tab that was holding it in place. So you want to line it up like it was in beast mode, which means you need to take it, turn it that way. And he did this in the show, so don't say, oh, it looks ugly, because he did it in the show. And you just want to clip it back in. And just sit it neatly here. Same thing on the back. Fold that back. And yes, he did this in the show. He had that trunk hanging out on the side. So, show accuracy. So I'll give it that. I'd probably be complaining about it if I didn't see it in the show, but I'm not, because I saw it in the show, so I ain't gonna complain about it. Alright, let me get his heel spurs down a bit. He is a little back heavy with that on there, so I may have to lean him forward a bit. And just... Alright. And he does have double jointed knees, so you can get him into some better standing poses. Alright, so for articulation, there is a ball joint at the neck, so side to side, wiggly waggly, up and down. Ball joint at the arms, can do a full 360 all the way around. Ball joint here, that'll be for later. Elbow goes that far. Wrist on a hinge can go up that far. Same for the other arm. These are on ball joints. These are on ball joints, but you can't use one. This is back here. As I said, double jointed knee can go back that far. Ball joint. Oh, hinge here. Ball joint here, so you can get it all every way you want. And same thing for the heel. And these can rotate. And there you go. So, this guy does have a very cool built-in feature. He does have a lot of built-in features on him. So, one thing you can do is, I'm going to take this off because I'm getting ready to use it as the gun, so this is just for storage. You don't have to leave it on him. He barely did it in the show, but he still did it, so just take that off. What? Parts forming? Worst toy ever. Shh. Here, that's the thing about parts forming. Whenever it's a piece that comes off that makes a weapon, totally okay with it. Now say that this piece was down here and I had to take it off to move it up here, that would not be okay. Whenever it becomes a weapon, I'm fine with it. But Earthrise Cliffjumper with his backpack, that's not okay. Like, unacceptable. Anyway. So for built-in features, you can rotate these around for some missile pods. And you can bring this down, fold this out, bring this back up, and it will just clip into the bottom of his hand. If I can get it to work. Alright. I can't remember what these are called. I'll have to get the box and look, but anyway, he can beat people with it. Because he's Big Convoy, and Big Convoy can do whatever Big Convoy wants, because no one will mess with Big Convoy. So there you go. Let me get the box and see what those are called really quick. Okay, I have no idea what they're called. The box is in Japanese. But in the show, I did hear him say mammoth something, and then he flipped these out, so I think they're called, like, the mammoth tongs or something. But anyway, they're used for beating, and also in the show, I think he shot a laser out of the tip of them so they can shoot lasers, so that's cool. Missile pods, no missiles, but it's still there, looks awesome. Next thing, let me go ahead and put these up, and they do clip into the bottom of his hands, they have little 5mm ports. Now on mine, if I push this one up too far, it wants to unclip, but not on the other side, I don't know what that's about. But as long as I kind of push that in, then push down the wrist, and then push it in, it's fine. It's just if I do it a certain way. That was my fault. I love built-in weapons. I think they're so cool. And Lyle Convoy's got that made. Alright. Next thing to talk about is his Energon Matrix. But it looks just like the Matrix of Leadership, though. Oh, yeah, and also, he has a nice chrome-plated Maximal symbol. And on mine, for some reason, I have to take my finger and kind of turn it to get it where it needs to be. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. you just get your fingernail in here, flip it down, and there is the matrix, and that looks awesome. And you just want to take it and push and pull, and there it is. Like lots of nice detail in here, silver and red. These pieces right here, that a very nice detail on the inside too. Now this is a redesign of the original, because I don't think it could fold like this, but I'll show you what that's for in a minute. Very nice, though. Anyway, these can fold back, and fold this up. Now, if we're going to hold the matrix, you got to bring its arms up, bring them together, and bring this down, and then you can bring these in. That's what that weird elbow joint is for. Fold these back down, because he kept them like that in the show. Oh yeah, and he's got a cybernetic arm for some reason. I don't know why that is. He had it in the show, but I don't know why he has the cybernetic arm. I think it looks cool, just wish I knew what it was for. Or what he has it for. Okay. And get that all situated. Oh. Oops. He doesn't hold it tightly, which I like, so I don't have to worry about pulling two pegs out and breaking one off. Just get that centered here. Alright, there you go. And he can hold the matrix. And no, this is not the original matrix. This is the Energon matrix, so it's kind of like Lao Convoy. Let me show you Lao Convoy. It's like Lao Convoy's Energon matrix. This one right here. And, spoiler, in the show they do combine matrices, so that's pretty cool how that worked. So anyway. So that was your size comparison for Lao Convoy. Alright. Now, I'm going to leave the matrix out, because I have to use that in just a second here for one of the other features. So, here's Navi. She was the little drone that helped them fly the Gung Ho, their spaceship. I don't think I had that sticker centered properly. And the yellow is not translucent, but the back of it is, so it's not just like the yellow parts are a sticker. There is actually a square. You can kind of see it. And it fits on translucently, so I think that's really cool. She used to fly around, and these would pop out, but they don't here. They're glued in. 3 little legs, and it shows you just sitting her up there on top of Big Convoy. Alright. Now, these pieces. I've not gone to the part where he uses these in the show yet, but also, for that, you want to turn these around. See, they're such big panels. I have to kind of turn this around to get clearance. Oops. Well, that needed to come off anyway, so. Alright, I got it. So, these are supposed to come off. Alright. I think these are supposed to look like machine guns. So. And that's normal. That was my fault. Oh, I just wanted this to be a good review, and I can't even get it done. Sorry. Alright. So, here are these machine guns. I think that's what they are. And what you're supposed to do with these is take these off. Sit these down here. And you get these turning extender pieces. And so, let me line these up. So, right here it says R. And then you want to get the one that says R. And then you want to put these in here. Then you just clip in. And then you want to take this, clip it in the other way. And it turns the legs around, which is cool. It extends them. And now these are kind of hard to get out. Oh, okay. To get them out, what you do is, instead of trying to pull, you just gently take them and push them out like that. Someone, I watched a review of this, and he said he didn't like this part. I guess that's because of GPS, gold plastic syndrome, but this doesn't seem like this is the kind of gold plastic that they were talking about. Anyway, just be wary of it if you get it. I don't mean like to worry about it breaking, just be cautious so it doesn't. Because you do kind of have to flex these a little bit. But anyway. Just... This one is especially hard to get in. Alright. And it kind of extends them out. That looks cool. Alright, so I'm just going to pop this off so I can turn it around so I don't waste 15 minutes trying to get these turned around. Because they need to be turned around for the next thing. And I gotta hurry up because my audio might cut out. Alright, so for his big gun, you just want to fold this section out. Fold the handle out. Fold this down. And fold this down like that. Fold this down like that. And to fire the missile, what you want to do is you want to turn it. If you hold it like this, you want to turn it to the right. And then you want to turn it back to the left till it clicks, and then turn it to the right, and that'll launch 2 missiles. So let me just do that again. Right. Oops. Alright. They're powerful, too. And let me see if he can hold these. He can, but very loosely. Alright. These need to go in here. And now we'll move on to the big gun, and then we'll get to the Matrix Buster. Alright, so you just want to position it like this. Kinda get him to hold it, or hold him by that little peg, and bring it up. And this is the big cannon, and you can have him hold it like this, but it looks kind of weird, and the trunk's supposed to wrap around his shoulder, so you bring it to where the trunk wraps around his shoulder, and then you bring the cannon down, and just have these sitting like that. Get him into a firing pose. There you go. Alright. Now, oh my god, my light fell off again. Alright. Now for the Matrix. For the Matrix Buster. My light keeps falling down. Get up there, light. Alright. So, here is the Matrix Buster, and this thing is huge. It's taller than the figure. Alright. So to get this prepped, and also it just looks so awesome and good. So you want to lift this up, and this piece does rotate for some reason. I'm not sure why. There's no use for it. But you bring that up. Oh, it's just pegged in. Well, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Alright. Take the Matrix, and you want to fold the handles back, and take it to where the handles are sitting up. And, oh, well, you're supposed to turn that a little bit, so I guess it can lift up. And you want to push it in. There are special grooves for it. Push it. And it should kind of click. And then bring this down. And it'll give you a nice satisfying click. And now the Matrix is inside the Matrix Buster. And then you want to fold this section out. And then these attach to him. So let me get these out of the way. And this will be the last feature, and then I'll blend it over. So, alright, you want to bring the mammoth head back, fold down the ear, and down like that. So it looks like that. And then this is going to connect into right here. It does take a bit of doing to get it. Once you get it in there, it'll click, kinda, and then you just want to bring, oops, that's my fault. Right, just bring the arm up, get it positioned to where it clips, and push the wrist up, get him to turn his arm, and have him hold it. Then you want to take these, have them positioned up like this. They are on rubber hoses. And move this out of the way. And they will just clip right onto there. You want to make sure they're pointing straight up to match his crotch plate. Push it in, and let me get them into a good firing pose here. Come on, hose. Come on, hose. Go on. Hose. Please. Okay. Now that I've got that on, I can get him into a cool pose. Right here. And there you go. Now he can blast away. Spoiler alert, Unicron. And some people are going to buy him to have him shooting at HasLab Unicron. So that will be cool to see. I'm hoping to get it. I didn't fund it because I didn't have the money at the time, but I do now. And so now I gotta figure out a place to buy it. I may just have to buy it off eBay in 2 years. Well, 1 year actually. Next year, God. Wow, next year. Shot a missile. So anyway, this is Big Convoy. He's a great figure. You should get him. He's available at TF Source for $99. And as I said, I got this because I won the $50 TF Together giveaway. So I only had to pay $50 for him. He's worth the $50. I may even say he's worth the $90. But I'm just glad I got this for the price I did. So anyway, this is an awesome figure. I mean, I love him. And no, you cannot store the gun on him unless you move everything around. And I did that once earlier, but it really scared me to do. Well, let me see if I can do it here. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can do it for you all. You gotta, I'll just pop that off. Pop it back on. There you go. Alright, it is possible to get it on there. Alright.